Have you ever looked at someone and thought, there is no way this person is dangerous? Soft eyes, a calm face, a quiet smile. Now imagine that the same person, with a single sentence, can move armies, change borders, and decide who lives and who disappears. Tonight's story isn't about shouting generals or soldiers on the battlefield. It's not about men holding guns. Tonight's story is about power that whispers. And if you're here for the first time, stay with me, because this story doesn't rush. It builds, slowly, carefully. And by the end, you may never look at power the same way again. Now, picture this. A massive military parade. Missiles rolling past, thousands of soldiers moving in perfect rhythm, crowds cheering on command, and standing quietly among them. A young woman, no uniform, no medals, no rank. Just a calm expression and a soft smile. Most people watching thought nothing of her. But inside that crowd, generals lowered their eyes, officials straightened their posture, guards became tense, because they knew this woman did not need weapons. Her name is Kim Yo-jong, and many experts believe she may one day become the most powerful woman on Earth. But here's what makes her story truly fascinating. She didn't rise through elections. She didn't lead armies. She didn't give fiery speeches. For years, the world barely knew she existed. She was hidden, protected, kept out of photographs and off records. And in North Korea, when someone is hidden that carefully, it usually means one thing. They are being prepared. Kim Yo-jong was born into one of the most secretive families in modern history. Her father ruled with absolute authority. Her brother would later inherit that same power. Her childhood was unlike anything most humans experience. Private compounds, strict supervision, no freedom. But also, no ordinary life, no friends, no privacy, no mistakes allowed. From the very beginning, she was being shaped. Then came a decision that would change her forever. She was sent to Europe under a false name, with a false identity, living as an ordinary student. Imagine that. One day you're inside a dictatorship. The next, you're in a classroom in Switzerland, pretending your family doesn't control an entire nation. Her classmates described her as quiet, observant, and serious. She rarely spoke, but she watched everything. How teachers controlled classrooms. How authority worked without fear. How people responded to respect instead of force. Those years mattered more than anyone realized, because when she returned home, she didn't return as a child. She returned as a strategist, a computer science graduate, a party member, a young official with unusual access. And then, everything changed. Her father died. Power shifted. Her brother became leader, and suddenly, she appeared in public for the first time, standing next to him at the funeral. Silent, focused, unmoving. From that day on, she never left his side. Meetings, military events, state ceremonies, sometimes carrying papers, sometimes adjusting his coat, sometimes whispering in his ear. The world laughed. Just a sister. Just an assistant. Just family support. But inside North Korea, people were paying attention. Because she wasn't just standing near power, she was controlling access to it. Who could meet the leader? Who could speak? Who could approach? And when you control access, you control influence. Then she took control of something even more powerful than security. Information. Propaganda. Public image. She became responsible for shaping how an entire nation saw its leader. Every photograph, every speech, every broadcast bore her signature. Slowly, her brother's image transformed, from an uncertain ruler to an untouchable figure, from a nervous leader to a symbol of destiny. And quietly, inside the system, people began to understand something important. She wasn't just helping him, she was guiding him. Then came moments that revealed how much influence she truly held. High-ranking officials removed, family members erased from public life, decisions made that shocked even seasoned diplomats. None of it loud, none of it dramatic, just silence. And disappearance. By 2017, international agencies began to track her movements carefully, because every time she appeared, policy shifted, tone changed, strategy adjusted. Then came 2018. The Winter Olympics. For the first time in decades, a member of North Korea's ruling family crossed into the South, and it was not the leader. It was her. She arrived calm, polite, graceful. She smiled. She shook hands. She delivered a private letter. The media was captivated. A symbol of peace. A diplomatic breakthrough. A new face of North Korea. And for a moment, the world believed, but experts were uneasy. Because while cameras focused on her smile, negotiations quietly stalled. Missile testing quietly resumed. Pressure quietly eased. And then, talks collapsed. Relations worsened, and her tone changed. When her brother disappeared from public view in 2020, rumors spread everywhere, and for the first time, she spoke directly to the world. Firm, confident, unapologetic, not as a messenger, but as a decision. Soon after, a symbol of cooperation between North and South was destroyed. On her order, not by generals, not by commanders, by her. From that moment on, no serious analysts doubted it anymore. She was no longer behind the scenes. She was at the center. Today, she issues official state statements, addresses foreign governments, and shapes military policy. Many believe she is already being prepared as the next leader. And here is what truly sets her apart. She is not impulsive, emotional, or theatrical. She is patient, methodical, and precise. She understands timing. She understands image, and she understands fear. Without ever needing to show it, history has seen powerful women before. Queens, empresses, rulers who shaped nations. But never before has a woman stood this close to nuclear command, 2 missile systems, 2 closed borders, 2 absolute control. So the real question isn't, will she lead? The real question is, what kind of world will exist if she does? Because in systems like hers, power doesn't change gently. It moves suddenly, and when it moves, history shifts with it. So remember this face. Remember this quiet presence. Because one day, when headlines speak her name, you will already know that the most powerful forces in the world do not always arrive loudly. Sometimes, they arrive smiling. Thanks for watching. If you want more stories that look beyond the headlines, make sure to subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.